What's cracking, everybody? This is the Carter117, aka Hodor, your boy. Like many of you, I'm all about killing them aliens in Destiny 2. I played the first Destiny every day for 2 years and I had a lot of fun. In this video, I'm going to go over a great Xbox Elite controller setup that I've been using for a really long time. I have used this configuration on the original Destiny, and I've been using it on Destiny 2 with great success. Like I always say, once you go Elite, it's hard to go back to a regular controller. Bela, did you write this? What is this trash? Ugh. Don't mind me. Anyways, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Also, let me know in the comments below what you like or dislike about this setup. Now let's dive in. First things first, you want to go into Destiny 2 and open up your Guardian screen. Once you're on the screen, hit the RB button twice to get into your settings and then go to your button layout. For this step, you're going to want to switch your button layout to jumper. Keep in mind that if you don't have an Elite controller, this is definitely a good button layout to use. Once you've set the button layout, let's get into physically setting up your controller. For this Elite controller setup, you'll need to put in all 4 paddles, as well as changing out your thumbsticks. The left thumbstick should be the shortest stick, and the right thumbstick should either be the medium or the tall stick. I do prefer the medium thumbstick over the tall thumbstick, but you know what, that is personal preference, whatever you feel most comfortable using. Also, like I say in all of the Elite controller videos I do for FPS games, and yes, I've made quite a few of them, you want to make sure that you lock those triggers. It may not seem like much, but only needing to squeeze the triggers halfway can really make a difference. Now that we've physically set up the Xbox One Elite controller, kick open that Xbox One Accessories app on the Xbox or PC, and let's get dirty. When creating a custom button mapping, I like to make it so I do not need to move my fingers from the thumbsticks as much as possible. For reloading, I mapped X to the left bumper. This way I can easily move my finger just up a little bit to hit that reload button. For grenades, I did keep them on the right bumper. They're in the perfect spot. To make sprinting easier, since clicking the left thumbstick is very annoying and at times not responsive, I mapped sprint to the upper left paddle. As most of you know, jumping is really important in this game, so it's really of great importance to be able to jump and still aim at the same time. In order to do this, I mapped the jump button, which was the left bumper, with the jumper button configuration, to the lower left paddle. Meleeing is an extremely important part of the game as well, especially while in close quarter engagements. For me, I mapped the melee button, which was clicking the right stick, to the lower right paddle. When it comes to crouching, sliding, or using the new mechanic of the barrier or your Guardian's special ability, I mapped the B button to the upper right paddle. Keep in mind that for these paddle configurations, find out what's most comfortable for you. If you want to flip the button mappings on the paddles, go for it, but I would suggest having these specific actions mapped to the paddles. In order to make switching guns faster, I mapped the Y button to the X button. It might not seem like much, but shortening that distance even just a little bit can go a long way. With this setup, the only time that you'll need to take your finger off the right stick is to either switch weapons or pop that glorious arc-powered haymaker or unleash hell with the Void Captain America shield. Let's move on to the thumbsticks. For the left thumbstick, I have it set to aggressive, and then I've tuned that up to the 8th tick mark. I have also enabled Radial Calculation. For those of you who don't know, Radial Calculation is to improve the behavior of the thumbsticks, particularly when you're moving the thumbstick diagonally. This enables the thumbstick to respond in a way that is more in line with what you're expecting. Now, the reason I set the left thumbstick to aggressive is because strafing is very important while engaging in a firefight. This setting should hopefully make changing directions quicker. For the right stick, I set it to smooth, and then I tuned it down to the 2nd tick mark, as well as enabling Radial Calculation. As a side note, the fine-tuning of the setting you choose for the thumbstick is really up to you. If you find that you're either pulling shots or having a hard time being accurate, I would try either tuning the setting up or down. Just need to find out what works best for you. I would suggest that any setting that you do choose, that you use it for a few days to see if it's making you either better or worse. Then adjust if needed. I would highly suggest against trying this new setting for a PvP match or two, because it's really not enough time to really gauge the effectiveness. On to the trigger sensitivities. For both triggers, I set them to 0 and 1. This way you'll get more of a hair trigger effect. When you mix the trigger locks, like we discussed earlier in the video, and these trigger settings, you'll find a world of difference in your reaction time. Shoot, you might even be able to take on Dr. Disrespect and become the next 3-time.
What?
This guy's fucking... You
gotta be kidding me, game! The guy's lagging all over! Huh? Welcome to my domain!
The vibration settings are purely personal preference. Some people think that vibration can lead to inaccuracy, but some don't think that it really matters. Personally, I set the vibration to a low setting, so that way I can feel when I'm being shot, but it's not too high to where it's distracting. Sometimes I find that the indicators on the screen are not really enough to let me know when I'm being hit, especially when I'm at low health or when there's a lot going on. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in to another Xbox Elite controller setup video. I hope that this setup will help you get that KD up in Destiny 2. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I'm out.